Oh, nice. So, Sedgwick, Beagle, and Hinkle all hit the dirt, crying in terror.
When this is all over,
They are in fact dead.
when
This time they're in a group huddle.
when this is all over, Hero stands up and he says, "Are your lab coats getting dirty?"
You wish you stayed in the camp now.
Right now, they're clutching each other and crying on each other, sobbing and doing their best to be as small as possible.
Are the bats still here?
Their bats are still here. They're pummeling you. Let's go into combat. I guess it's kind of combat, kind of not. Here we go. Got you in the box. And how do I do combat again?
Right click.
Yes, select all of us and then press the sword and shield icon.
Okay,
Yeah.
everybody. How do I put a card up?
Well, the question is this: are we in the same scene that we were with the plants?
Similar.
It's
Last time they were working all around you. Now there's just bat after bat. Imagine.
Ginger, do you understand the difference between scenes and acts in Torg?
Oh yeah, you're still in the same scene.
For situational awareness, I can only put up one card during a scene, and then I have to wait for the next scene.
Sorry, you're still in the same scene.
Okay. Let's see. What am I doing?
And that's why I don't immediately pop mine.
Well, I immediately popped mine because it was necessary, or at least I thought it was going to be necessary, and then I rolled a freaking mishap, or else things would have been way, way different. Okay, so go back to the combat tracker.
You can do it at any time.
Go back to the combat tracker.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And I want you to right-click on the combat encounters icon to break out the combat tracker, and then go to the bottom and hit begin combat.
Here we go. Thank you. All right. Any multi-action is good. It is standard. You guys, some of you are stymied, some of you are not. Bats are swirling around you. They've wheeled and turned, and they're swinging round and round. Their squeaking is nails on a chalkboard to your ears. Your clothing is getting torn. You're getting pummeled, hit. They're drumming against you. It's now pitch dark. There are so many bats, in fact, that it is now pitch dark.
I fell to the ground. Bats. Are these bats that use sonar to fly like bats?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so they shouldn't be able to see me.
All right.
Well, they can still see. They can see the ground.
Yeah, but if I'm not moving, they should be ignoring me.
Anybody acting this round besides hitting the ground?
I'm gonna just toss another pyrokinesis around.
All right, go for it.
And
Rios and Don, what are you doing?
Hitting the ground.
Hitting the ground.
What would be the difficulty? Because this is just like a spray. So this is.
So it would be against their.
Dodger decks.
Their.
This is like kind of. So but they're so much. It's pitch black. I'm guaranteed to hit at least a few.
Yeah, you're shooting at fish in a barrel. It is very, very easy. The difficulty number is 6.
Okay. And since I don't really need vision for this, do I still have to do the?
Are you stymied from the scare
nope,
they gave you?
I passed.
All right then, fire away.
Okay.
Oh, you made it.
I still pass. But that
but only
could have
barely.
been better.
And only because the difficulty was, was really low.
Even if the difficulty was 10, I still would have passed. But
All right.
I could have gotten like a good success if I rolled like a 10.
Okay. You managed to clear a little space out and around your group. It's like you're standing over them with your hands outstretched, protectively making a canopy of fire that they are successfully seeming to avoid. When you hear a song in French, a chant, maybe. It's. Do you still have your translator?
Yep.
It is a French lullaby. You heard it when you were in France. Remember doing Popes in Space?
Yes.
Frere Jacques.
It's like and a man is singing as he comes around the corner. And he around a bend, a tree in the woods, around the path, and he falls silent when he sees you. You're successfully holding the bats at bay.
Like, what is he saying?
He's
in
singing
French?
a children's song. Think of "Bye, baby bunting, Daddy's gone a hunting. He's gone to get a rabbit skin to wrap his baby bunting in." He's sing-songing this. It's like something you would a father would sing to a child. It's a nursery rhyme.
That's not creepy at all.
That's awesome.
And he's singing this in French, but you think it's French, maybe. It's maybe other languages. He's tattered. This man looks like a shipwreck survivor. He has a pack with him though, and he stops and he drops his pack. He seems to be moving kind of in slow motion, but you've got things handled right now for now, Chris. Everybody else is doing the same thing and kissing dirt. He pulls a kerosene lantern. He pulls a kerosene lantern up out of his pack, and he lights it. And then he holds it up, and he's walking at the bats, and the bats are veering around the light. So he crashes the lantern down on his head. It breaks.
His own head or on
His own head. And he's suddenly engulfed in fire. And he just runs right at you. Like on fire and screaming, right?
Right.
And just as he's almost upon you, he actually leaps up into the swarm of bats as best as he could, trying to grab at him, like as if he's trying to clutch at like the air. And he's like screaming. His song is stopped, and he's going, "They're gone! You're gone! They're gone!" And
who's gone before you die, you idiot?
He's on fire. He's not listening to you.
Uh.
The bats start catching on fire, and they're running into him. He's on fire.
I'm spewing out fire.
You're spewing out fire. He's careening. Between the two of you, you've set many bats on fire. And
they're setting other bats on fire.
Oh, yeah. And the bats are setting other bats on fire, and they're setting other bats on fire. And suddenly, it's instead of a swarm of bats, it's like you have a swarm of fireflies. And as this man falls dead to the ground, again at your feet, this time at yours, Chris.
Well, he probably falls on my shield, and I just like wind shield wiper him off.
Yeah, well, no, he doesn't. He doesn't land on you. He falls at you. He's dead.
I was just doing that for humor.
He smiles up at you and closes his eyes and dies.
Who were you, you strange old man?
The bats are gone.
I go over to his pack, because I doubt there's anything left on his body. It has been burnt away.
When I don't hear the bats anymore, I will raise my head and make sure that there's nothing coming at me, and then get up.
You heard the commotion. You heard the singing. You heard the shouting. They're gone, and the bats are gone.
Mm-hmm. So I see Chris over by this guy's pack, right?
Yeah. It's Liz. There's a name on it. In fact, Jorge
Okay.
Broom.
That was
Okay.
Doc Broom?
No.
No. That was
that's
maybe his brother.
That was a broom.
Oh.
Yeah, Papa Broom's first name was John.
Mm-hmm.
So, paper notes are so great.
So is this one of that guy's family that you said went missing?
Mm-hmm. One of the natives that went tearing off in the jungle.
But you said this guy looked like a
Well-
shipwreck survivor.
He did. He was all torn apart.
I mean, she means like looking haggard, not looking dripping wet.
Oh,
Well, he could be looking dripping wet with oil.
Yeah,
That's
he
why
was.
Or
it
blood.
burned so
Yeah,
well.
you don't know.
wow, okay.
As you were in the dirt.
Yeah.
I was the one who saw him.
Okay.
Most
Before I
clearly.
turned into a chicken nugget.
Anybody who cares to look can certainly see him. He's the flames have died out, but he's quite dead.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll
what's in this pack?
start getting everybody else up. Yeah, while Chris is looking in the pack.
Hinkle's like, oh my God, is that Jorge?
Yep. It says it on here on this guy's that dude's pack.
Oh,
so
no.
I guess.
What's
Surprised you're
Jorge?
able to recognize that crispy corpse there. It's quite hard to recognize burn victims.
Well, what's Jorge doing here by himself? Where's his
Heck if
family?
I know, he was babbling children's rhymes in French, kinda. Wasn't quite French. He dropped his pack, just shattered a lantern on his head, and then jumped into the swarm of bats.
Oh God, why would he do that?
I don't know. I think something about being babbling and setting yourself on fire really makes you a bit crazy.
Perhaps he succumbed to the reality, and the only way that he could act was by going crazy.
He also said something about they're all gone. Perhaps he had a vendetta against these bats.
That's a pretty rough vendetta.
That is, I guess that's possible. And for the third time, what's inside the pack?
It's just it's you see on a string a carving of a Coke bottle on a made out of coconut shell.
Ah, the third necklace I've gotten this campaign.
Yeah, it's a necklace.
It's a
And-
coke, nut.
And there's a couple of bottle caps on the string with it, and then there's a pair of jute sandals, you know, those woven reed sandals, and canteen, and a small bag of some kind of trail mix.
All right.
Make a do you
Find.
have evidence analysis or find?
I have find.
Make a find roll.
Give me a second. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 10. It'll
Okay.
always be difficulty 10 unless I say something else. Oh, it's a success. Well, that's good. Wrapped in the lining at the bottom of the pack, you know, shoes, and it looks just like a normal day pack, is a chicken foot with a string wrapped around it with beads on.
Fourth necklace of the campaign.
What?
I mean,
No. It's a fetish, a charm. It's a gris.
Ah.
It's a chicken foot with colored cord and beads in a pattern wrapped around the base.
I ask around if anybody knows if this means good luck, bad luck, what?
Does anybody have a cult?
There is
let
no
me
occult
see.
skill.
What would be the equivalent then? Scholar?
Probably, yeah, scholar occult. Or just scholar
Right.
in general.
I grew up in Orosh, and I have the scholar skill. Would I be able to make a roll for it?
Yeah, make a roll for it.
Standard diff?
Yeah, standard diff unless I say otherwise.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
You know.
So you recognize it for what it is. It's some kind of lucky charm. Like some people carry rabbit's foots.
Ah. Lucky chicken foot.
Yep.
Okay.
It is a lucky chicken foot. Like the kind of, say, a native of the islands might think is lucky.
All right.
The beads are in some kind of pattern to indicate something, either luck or health or whatever. But you don't know enough about this particular flavor, I guess, to guess anything other than it's just a fetish of some kind, a gris.
I thought it was pronounced gree-gree.
Gree?
I thought.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I thought that was gree-gree.
They could
Wait,
be
how is Landon saying that?
Well, I don't know how I have that as Andon. That should not be.
Well, if you've got Andon selected, then you're going to show up as him. Yeah.
I did for the combat, sorry. He looks over your shoulder and runs, gree. It'd be, a native Indian might have a dream catcher.
Okay.
Someone, a Catholic might have a cross.
So I guess I string it onto the Coke bottle necklace, and then for ease of carry, I wear it too.
Okay.
Chris is going to end up collecting all kinds of trophies from all of the adventures and string them on. It's like a string of ears or something, but it's different things.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, let's calculate. I've gotten the T-Rex tooth.
From Mo.
The Inquisitor's sword from Popes in Space.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what else have I gotten here?
I
got the scary pumpkin from the night
from the
Christmas.
carnival. Yeah. Well, you just keep collecting stuff.
I got a Smizer from our last one, but I've also got Artorius's necklace, which I haven't handed over to his wife yet.
Who does work for the Delphi Council, so you should have an easy time with that. You can make that like a story bit or something.
Yeah. I also got the Janus coin, Universal Translator, that has been carrying us a good ways.
Well, also, you guys have been traipsing through the jungle now for quite some time. I want you all to make a survival roll to see how tired you are, see if you take any shock.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Survival.
Again, standard difficulty unless I say otherwise.
Oh, I forgot to ask you, does the very stymie come off?
Yes,
Yeah, of course.
Sorry. Yes, it does. It does. After it was just for one round. You're only gobsmacked for one.
Right. I didn't know when that round began or ended. So.
All right. Anybody who's stymied is now unstymied.
So I actually would have rolled on that. Oh, I hate it how it resets. I actually would have rolled a 15 on my survival test instead.
All right. This is us.
Oh yeah.
Why do you have a -1, Cat?
Because I only rolled a 9.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. That confuses me too. Every single time I see the die total and I see the bonus of -1, that just confuses the crap out of me. I wish they were on the same line. So,
All right. Anybody who failed this particular survival test takes 2 shots. It is hot. It is steamy. You've been slicing jungle for hours. You've had several really horrific shocks.
okay.
Dr. Sedgwick is throwing a temper tantrum saying, I'm not going. I'm not moving further anymore.
Oh, you could have stayed at the camp. Now we're a couple hours within the jungle.
Like, not by myself.
But left by yourself.
He's having a hissy fit, and Dr. Beagle says, "Can't we stop for a break?"
No. We have people to save. We have lost
and
one
a
person
to find.
Yes, and then we've got one more person that's actually on our assignment list to find. If you wanted to break, you should have stayed at the camp. And I'll look at the other guy that's complaining. I'll tell him, you've got a backhand coming if you keep complaining. We need to be able to hear. Tough stuff,
trying to keep a tight ship here.
Uh-huh. A tight what?
Ship. You piece of shit.
Okay.
After this, the party is quite shaken. The doctors are huddled in a very subdued group. Mo is standing beside you, trying to look brave, but he's as pale as milk, and that's odd because he's a black man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah, he's so scared that it's a wonder he's still standing upright. Curly is not very much better, but he's got your back as he was trained to do. And they're all looking at you, Hero, for direction.
We just got to keep moving.
All right.
Okay, so we're wait.
The...
Wait, we're standing in front of a cave, right? Where all of these bats came out of.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to? I guess we're supposed to go around the cave. So why not go where Jorge came from? And since he was coming from that direction, that might be our best clue towards finding more of the people that Papa Broom was escorting, and maybe even towards finding our missing scientists and getting towards the top of the hill. Anybody have any objections? Okay, then that's the way we go.
They very, very meekly, they pick up their machetes and shoulder their packs, and they try to pull their clothing back together from the bats. Everybody's all twisted every which way. Mm-hmm. All right. Does any happen to know which direction that was?
I thought it was to the left of the cave entrance. That's where Jorge came from.
Roll it. Roll a survival or tracking. You're not sure. I mean, you had your face mostly down in the dirt.
Okay, I don't have any clue.
Hey, can't I give him like aid and whatnot?
Yeah.
And we all?
Yeah.
We're all talking, kind of pointing together. So, is that just going to be? Is that just going to be a combined effort sort of bonus?
It can be.
Okay, sounds good to me.
That's what we need. We only need like 1 point more. So,
Is someone gonna support her?
Oh, we're doing.
If we're doing the combined effort, then we don't really need a supporter. I just need 1 more point.
Okay. Yeah. Who's gonna support?
I'm hoping Curly and Mo will, and I don't know
All
about
right,
the
yeah.
rest. Maybe
Yeah,
Peaches.
I would help.
There you go.
Peaches is actually got the tracking skill, so she goes, no, north and east, north and east, and that's enough of a success for you guys
Okay.
to continue on. Safely skirting the cave, that you can in fact, the warm, steamy smell of backwater coming out. Almost
Woohoo.
like, almost like an exhalation of, of a giant mouth. Still, you carry on. The vines still try to grapple you, but they're no longer as big as they were. There's less sunlight here. It's still dim. Birds have come back. It had been very silent for a bit. They're twittering. They're scampering. There's wildlife. So you carry on for some time without incident, climbing ever higher because you are, in fact, going slightly uphill towards the highest point of the island. And let's see, who's in front? That would be you.
It would probably be me. Yep.
Yeah, anybody who has shock can recover.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, you're hacking through the bush. It's kind of intense though. Your people do need a break. They're flagging.
Well,
In fact, they're beginning to go slower and slower.
well, try and find a good stopping point, I guess, somewhere that's got a clearing to it, and set up Curly and Mo to, help me with watching out. And I'll say, here's where we break. You've got 10 minutes.
All right. I need everyone to make a find roll.
What are we supposed to be finding?
Okay.
Difficulty 10.
Well,
I
I
have
failed.
to find out.
Oh man.
Oh,
dear.
Connor.
Fortunately, you cannot disconnect on this. Has everybody failed?
I think so.
Hold on,
Oh.
Oh, nope, somebody made it. Somebody rolled 21. Yeah, Peaches.
Hey.
Yay,
Peaches
and
and
Catherine. Or was that for Andon?
that was for Andon, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see, who other than Peaches had a success? Just Andon?
I think so.
All right.
Peaches and Andon.
All right. Well, Anton, in his servant fashion, lays down a cloth for you to sit on so that you can sit on a tree, and he sets down his pack, and he's, unloads it, and and like an apple rolls to the side or something, and he bends to pick it up, and he jumps up with a little girlish and he walks backwards, practically in midair as he backpedals, and falls on his rump, just for good measure.
Can any of us see what he is recoiling from?
Oh yeah. Anybody want to go turn and look?
Sure. Turn on a flashlight.
Well, it's dim, and it is gloomy, but it's not so gloomy or
Make a
dim
potluck
that you
out of
can't
it.
see the forearm of a small child pointing north and west.
What?
Jeez.
Is this arm attached to a small child?
It's the dismembered forearm and hand of a small child.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I'm missing a lot. Holy crap.
Some might call that lucky.
Yeah.
Um,
Just see a group of people like 1,000-yard stare. Are you okay? No. We see too much.
So okay, so
No,
I'm getting the
perfectly fine.
impression that
How's your
Papa
day?
Broom's people are being torn to pieces.
One at a time.
Papa Broom's people are being torn to pieces.
Well, they did say they were all gone.
Yeah.
So, let's move on. Well, now the question is, do we go north or west?
Well, the
North or
the-
west?
you make a either evidence analysis or find roll.
Who?
Okay.
Crisscross.
Nice.
You think
13.
you spot some smoke rising north and a little west. High, up high.
So the answer to my question was yes.
Natalia, you're studying. Do you have evidence analysis? Rios is looking at this limb.
Hold on. Let me see. Gotta switch to Rios' character page. Yes, I do.
Analysis. Please roll it.
Nope.
Okay.
Freaky
It's nothing.
pinky arm. I don't want to mess with it.
I go to
it's-
point out the arm to the scientists, and I say, "This is why we need to keep moving. This little child may have been saved if we had been quicker."
I mean,
Dr.
for
Beagle-
all we know, he's still alive. You only see his arms.
Dr. Beagle is looking like she's going to throw up at this point.
Oh yeah, she's
Isn't
not a
this
medical type.
adventure fun?
No, in fact, Hinkle's already in the bushes,
Oh.
losing his lunch. The intern.
Almost seems like it was a good idea to stay in the camp, yeah?
She
I-
looks at you and just goes, "Oh, shut up."
I'll look over at Chris and I'll be like, I'm sure that we've gotten to know one another's names by now, but I'll look over at Chris and say this is not doing any good. You're not helping anything. You're right, but you ain't helping anything.
So, with even more gloom and reluctant despair, you see Hinkle like sliding back along to join the group, very hangdog, wiping his mouth with a handkerchief. Dr. Cedric, for once, is speechless. He's been muttering the entire time. Dr. Beagle also looks like she's close to throwing up. Mo,
Wait,
and
let me ask a question. Is he a native English speaker, or was he speaking in like another language?
who?
Cedric.
The one who was muttering the whole
Oh,
time.
yeah, he's been muttering in English, and it's been along the lines of these cretins, barbarians. Why am I doing this? You know?
Okay, good. So the universal translator doesn't need to be activating right now and just whispering in
no.
all our ears loudly what he's saying.
You can all understand that it's muttering. It's like I'm not getting paid enough for this type stuff. And but Mo and Curly dutifully stand up, kind of herd everybody into the middle, and look at you for direction, hero. Okay, boss.
North and west. Let's keep moving.
North and west, and Anton skirts very obviously and carefully around, giving the hand a wide berth.
I could do something really terrible, but I won't. I'll be nice. I was thinking of just picking the arm up and just kind of swinging the hand towards him.
To
Jeez.
be or not
Bro?
be?
Do you want to risk corruption?
No,
Do you want to make a corruption test?
different,
How about
wrong
you,
game,
Rob?
but yeah.
Do you want to roll for corruption, doing an evil act
Nah.
and desecrating the dead? Or just
The question is, do you
body
want to
parts?
reunite the arm with the body, that it comes from? But no, I don't go and actually pick up the arm.
There are more, good, because there are more delicate ways to do that rather than just swinging it cavalierly.
Well, Andon was just kind of, skirting around, so why not? But no, I didn't actually do that.
Good.
I am just going to
Um,
lead the way and keep moving. Try and get higher. Perhaps if we get high enough, we can kind of get between some jungle and some trees, above the floor and into the trees instead, so we can actually see.
Excellent. Well, I want everyone to make another survival tracking roll.
Okay.
Another survival roll, all right.
Mm-hmm. Tracking if you have it.
Everyone?
Um,
You want everyone to do it?
Somebody's got a good roll there. Wow. Okay.
Not.
It's funny how you could roll an 11 on 2d20 and still fail. Because you rolled a 10 and then a 1. That was funny.
Yeah.
We're all going to...
Oh.
Oh! That was a 19 and then it rolled back.
I saw. Oh, all right. Well, Rios, you're the only one who notices then. While everybody's,
Did he hero
orienting
roll
and heading
high
north.
as well?
No.
Oh yeah, he rolled really good.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I failed.
Oh, you got a
you-
good success.
Oh, I did get a good success.
Success.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay then. Catalia, you see the smoke north and west. I'm sorry, Rios. Rios sees the smoke, of the north and the west. And there are speckles of blood headed that way. You do see them though. You do see the smoke. Hero.
Yes.
The ground has been trampled in some places, as if the passing of multiple people.
Mm-hmm.
You notice some go north and east,
Mm-hmm.
and some veer west. I mean, just straight west. They just take a left turn.
Okay, may I do an evidence analysis to maybe parse why?
Sure. You also see the smoke. You know that Tomislav has flares. So.
Okay. Well, that's a good success.
All right. Well,
Why would they? What I'm trying to figure out is why would they split the group? Are like the footsteps going one direction smaller, perhaps lighter than others? Did something get left behind?
well, there's some smaller, lighter footprints heading kind of looks like some of them got separated and the others circled around to try to find them.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, maybe the lighter footprints and such, they go left. And after some trampling and some indecision,
You go back.
the villagers backtracked and went left.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So it sounds like
And,
a palm frond split.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. But it appears that they're all back together now.
You don't know. You just see the footprints veer. The footprints veer left. They
Okay.
started northwest, but then I'm sorry, northeast. But then they just go
Okay.
left turn.
Okay. All right, very cool.
There doesn't
They-
seem to be anything except an arm in the area to determine why they might have like scattered.
yeah. Well, it was pointing northwest,
Yeah.
so we should go northwest.
Sure. Do you want to take another look at the arm?
I suppose I could. Just another evidence analysis.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I mean,
Five.
it's hard to study.
Too
Well,
freaky. Too
no,
freaky, man.
it's a child's arm. It's just hard to look at. I mean,
Yeah.
to contemplate it. It just the savagery of something like that is just horrific.
Yeah. Sure is. All right.
So
So
north,
north and
and
west.
east,
hmm
north and west. Sorry,
North and west.
north and east, north and east.
No, you said the arm was pointing north and west.
I lied.
Beatings. Okay.
Unreliable narrator.
All right. So
I'm
north
sorry.
and east. Yeah, that's what I was saying all that time.
Towards the highest point of the island. It's where it was.
Okay. All right. So keep heading out there. Is there any way that we can get above the jungle floor plants, basically?
Yeah.
I mean, I could fly up.
Well, you mean some more hacking on how to do it? I mean, you're pretty. You estimate you're pretty close to the top. Roll a d6 for me. Evens or odds?
Standard D6.
All of us?
Let's
Just Paul, because he's pondering.
let's
Okay.
go.
He's trying to estimate how long it'll take to get out of the canopy.
Okay, then how about this? Let me go with evens. Even Stevens. Nope, odds.
You estimate there's about an hour left of hacking through this jungle before you reach the end of the canopy.
Okay. And I don't make any suggestion to Chris at all because I don't know what he can do because I just met him, what, an hour ago? 2 hours ago?
It's been,
Uh,
it's been about 3 hours now.
And he's blasting
far-
fire out of his hands.
yeah, so far you've seen me glow, you see me blast fire, and that's about it.
Yeah, remind me to stay clear of you.
Yeah, you know that possibility came with the realization that the fire did kill Larry.
Yeah,
But you believe, both of you can come to believe in time, that it was a mercy because he was slowly being drawn and quartered.
ooh,
Yeah, you know for a fact though that the fire ended his life.
well, that was probably a mercy then.
It was probably a mercy. Anyway, that's why he was screaming.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
yeah, as you shudder and contemplate, you have plenty of time. It's just physical labor.
Just keep hacking, just keep hacking, just keep hacking, hacking,
Hacking,
hacking.
hacking,
Right,
hacking,
Remy,
hacking.
Tomislav.
Duh.
Zdravstvuyte, please roll a find or evidence analysis.
I'm gonna go with find.
Everyone?
Just him.
Okay. Oh,
Nice.
Awesome sauce.
Oh yeah, you can pinpoint with accuracy the sounds of hacking through the jungle. You hear muttering, you hear talking, you hear the whacking of vines, and you estimate that there are people coming towards you.
Looks like my rescue's finally arrived.
Yeah. You can find where they are. I mean, easily enough. You can hear them very clearly.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking their way.
Do you have anything to slash through the jungle with?
I've got I've got my Zan slashers.
Hmm.
Yeah, you'll need something to help you through the vines.
That's all I've got.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Zan slashers.
Think Wolverine
It's like
claws.
wrists. It's like wrists.
Yeah,
I was gonna say like wrist blades.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's better than nothing. It would be slow, heavy work, and but you can do it.
Sure, I'll go try to meet them. See if they're okay.
All right. Let's see. Paul, you're in the lead.
Yes.
Sorry, Hero's in the lead.
Mhm.
Make another a survival or tracking if you have.
Oh, it's a standard success.
Oh, you
Just
actually
made it.
yeah. You just hear ahead of you the sounds of someone stomping and slashing and stomping and slashing.
Okay.
They're not trying to be quiet.
So it's boom, boom, shh, boom, boom.
Uh,
You just hear these damn vines.
Okay, so if I'm hearing him and he's not far ahead of me, I think it would be best if I turn around and get everybody to hunker down. Stay here for a minute. Let me go check this out.
The scientists eat dirt. No, they just they immediately make a huddle in a defensive position.
Okay. Was there
Wide-eyed.
was there any kind of pass and response that was written on the paper on the in my orders? So
Not
that
that you have his name.
yeah. Okay. Then I'll move forward probably a good 10 or 15 steps as quietly as I can. And oh, I'm on the wrong page here. Hang on. That's a stealth, right? Fortunately, my stealth is really, really good. And apparently not that good. It's a standard success. So I'm going to move forward 10, maybe 15 feet so that there's enough between me and others. And then I'm going to kind of hold my machete forward and I'll call out in probably a medium voice. Kovac, is that you?
You know my name?
Okay.
You must be my rescuers.
Yes. So, yeah, come towards the sound of my voice. My name is Hiro Kondo, and I'm supposed to be your guide. I was supposed to pick you up this morning, but we've had some issues.
I don't doubt it. Living vines and everything.
Yeah.
It's not something you see back in Tharcold.
It's not something that I've seen before today. So there is some kind of creature or some kind of power or something like that which has been used, and it's wreaking havoc on this island. You're not the only one that we need to find, though, and the crate can stay on top of that hill until we find everyone else.
Sounds good to me. Just retracts his blades into his back into his arms.
Okay, and I'll just drop the blade down to my side, and maybe we can see if Mo brought enough. Of course, now that he's dead, it's not going to matter. But wait a minute, which one was it? Was it Larry that died?
Larry.
Okay.
Larry's dead.
Okay, so it was Mo that went back and
Larry
got
died.
the yeah.
So we have an extra machete.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have an extra machete. So, I'll come forward and reach out to shake your hand. The question is a race soldier from Tharcold going to be trusting enough to reach back? So,
Yeah, I would.
okay.
I've been through enough experiences that pretty decent judge of character, at least.
Okay.
And since you weren't exactly scared of me when you first saw a blaze coming out of my arms, so
Right.
you didn't try to attack me, so I think we're on good terms.
Well, I've seen all kinds of weird
the
things.
soul of politeness. Yeah, it's the soul of politeness as far as that goes.
It's not every day you see a cyborg, so
Yeah, true. Very true. Well, come back
Alrighty then.
to where I've got everybody else parked and we'll get moving.
How many people are there total?
Oof. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Left, right,
boy.
or
That should be
Total. remaining.
See,
yeah.
there's Chris, Peaches, Rios, Andon, me, 3 scientists, and 2 soldiers. That's 10.
Oh, Blinn, that group's too large. It's
Well,
gonna be slow pace.
it'll be a
we
slow
didn't
pace,
want
but
them all to come.
Chris is not wrong. We didn't want them all to come, but Dr. Beagle decided that we were going to all stick together.
Well, super brainy types can usually be stubborn like that. So what's the quest right now?
We have 2 of Beagle's scientists and an untold number of remaining family members for Papa Broom, who seems to run this island.
Are they missing?
Yes, since the same power that came through and destroyed some of our buildings came through. They just, everybody seemed to disappear and things were destroyed and reality shifted all at the same time.
Well, as long as it's not techno demons, I think we'll have a decent chance of standing up to whatever it is.
What is a
We
techno demon?
counted 1 1/5 of people.
That's a story for another day.
Oh,
I think we should focus on the quest at hand.
I might stay on
In
the
fact,
island.
yes, it is. Yeah, in fact, yes, it is. Anybody who has any shock can heal it up now. This is the end of this part.
Woohoo!
Okay, so this is the end of the
You have
scene.
Yes, we have successfully fetched Tomislav. Kovac.
Yay!
Okay,
Because we're dealing with horror.
because we're dealing with horror. Hey, Ginger, am I going to have to mark these videos as not for children?
Well, no.
I would have never guessed by the screaming guy who got tortured to death, the child's severed arms.
Well, but there's
the
all
guy
kinds of
burning
stuff that
himself
goes on.
to death.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're in Orosh. Take that with a grain of salt there. This is not the Adams family.
Kids these days aren't like they used to be.
Yeah. And again, for all we know, the child is still alive. We only saw his arms.
Could be.
Her, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was
Ooh.
thinking. I think she said it was a her. So okay.
Hard to distinguish gender by just hands unless there's like nail polish, and then that's iffy.
Fair enough.
Actually,
I wanted you to actually succeed at finder or study.
yeah,
Not
well,
just, yeah.
Luck
And I
at
mean,
the
like, some more
Yeah.
detail,
look at the
okay?
dice.
For it.
all right. Well,
Yeah.
then do we want to close out this video with a good night, John Boy?
Yeah, that's it for tonight.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Literally, that's all for now.
Dos Vidania.
Das Vidania.
Good game,
That's
everybody.
done,
I
yeah.
hope we're all equally traumatized tonight.
I'm gonna have nightmares for a week.
And then you'll get to play again.
Yay!
You are okay. You are okay playing on actual Christmas Day,
I
right?
shouldn't have a problem. My uncle might be over, but he won't care.
All right. Now, does anybody have to be at work the following Monday?
Not
Nope.
me. Not
I
yet.
don't have to. I'm even off on Friday.
Yeah, I'm off that day as well. Anybody else?
I'll be off on Monday.
All right.
You're off every
Yeah.
day. Oh wait, was that out loud?
He's just a little bit off. What can I say?
Yeah. There you go.
Kat, what's your schedule like over the holidays?
Let me see. I wonder.
She works
If
two
I have
12s
work
every
on
day.
the day after.
Oh.
She's like, Paul, bite your tongue.
4 to 12, but you were close.
Oh, well, you know. Now, wait a minute. That's 4 to midnight?
Yeah,
Holy smokes.
on the day after Christmas.
Oof.
Ooh, I feel for you. I really do.
Anyway.
I've worked those kind of shifts, so...
Yeah.
She's a night owl, so
Anyway, the working title of this adventure was The Trail of the Dead.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna be dealing with zombies. Okay.
My swords will take him down. I got you. Don't worry.
I have the Inquisitor sword, so
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Now, does it work all the time?